All right. So previously worked on SignalR server side stuff. We have implemented everything, social hub and client, not client, the interface and all the methods. We hooked everything. Now it's time to work on the client side, MAUI side. Okay. So here, first thing we need to do, we need to install a NuGet package to make our mobile application as a SignalR hub client. Add. So in mobile MAUI application, we'll say manage NuGet packages. So let's search for signalr.client, Microsoft ASP.NET Core SignalR client. Install it, apply, accept. Did it work? Save. And if we see here, do we have it? Yes, SignalR client, we have it. All right. Now, in our services, I'm going to create a new service, add new class. Let's call it real-time updates service. Okay, make it public class. Inside this, we are going to have our SignalR related stuff. Okay, so we'll have our constructor here. Do we need to inject anything? We'll see. Here we are going to have, let's have one method here. We'll say private async task, and just we'll say configure real time updates. Let's do. We'll have try catch. Okay, and here first thing we need to do, we need to create our hub connection actually equals. So we have new hub connection builder class. So we are going to use builder pattern here. So here we'll say with, there are a lot of things which we can configure, but we'll just configure with URL. Here we need to provide our hub URL. Dot build. Now our connection is ready. We'll configure our methods here. And at the very end, we'll say hub connection dot start async. Wait and just start async. Okay. Now, how to configure method? So these are going to be the methods which we have in our iSocial Hub client interface. So this is how our server is going to call these methods. So the client side method name should be the same. Real time update service will say hub connection dot on. It has a this a generic method as well. So here on inside this we are going to have type of the parameter we are going to receive. Let's first work on this post changed. The type of parameter we are going to get is post DTU. Here we will say post DTU. This is going to be type which we are going to get. Then string method name. So the method name we are expecting is iSocial Hub Client dot post changed. This is the method. Then comma, here we see we have action with the input parameter post DTU. Okay, that means we are going to get post. Inside this, we can do whatever we want to do with this post. Now let's copy this for all the methods. 4, 5, 6. How many methods we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save. Now second one is going to be post deleted. For this we just need GUID. We'll say post deleted, and input type is going to be grid, and this is going to be post id. The third one, we have comment added to the post, and input will be comment dto. Comment dto, comment added to the post, and we'll get comment as a parameter. Next, we have user photo changed. So name of this user photo changed, and the input parameter is going to be user photo changed dto record struct. Add this, and last one is notification generated, and this is going to be notification dto as input. So here we have post id, here we have comment, here we have this user photo dto, something like this, and last one is notification dto. Notification dto. Now we can hook our logic in these. Then we have this thing, we'll have exception ex, and here we can maybe alert the user that something happened. The real-time updates will not work, something like this. Here we'll say await shell dot current dot display alert. Title will be errors, and message could be error in setting up real time update, something like this. And the button, just okay, we can't do anything in it. All right, then we are starting it, and when we are going to call it, we can simply call it from constructor. We will not await it, we'll just let it start. And then just register this in our di, and this should be a singleton registration because we need only single registration of this so that it can be used everywhere. Builder.services.add singleton of this real-time update service. Alright, now what needs to be done here inside this thing, it will depend on multiple things. First thing is post changed. This we need on 3 different screens. We need this on home page, we need this on post details page, and we need this on profile page. Same thing with post delete. Then when comment added to the post comes, we need this thing just for details page. We don't need this for any other page. The user photo changed, we need this thing on the same home and post detail and profile. Notification generated, this we need if we are on notification page right now, and if we are on home page, because on home page we have that L icon where we'll simply show that indication, and we will need this thing on notifications page so that if we already have notifications on the screen, we'll say that some new notification came and it should get added to the top. So the point here is, although these are methods defined inside the single service, but the consumer code who needs this is going to change. Now we need to get this thing, we need to identify this in runtime. So for this, what I am going to do, I am going to create, and sometimes there might be multiple consumers of one event. That can also happen, right? So for this, what we can do, we can simply have a collection of actions. What I mean by that is, in here, I will start creating some collections. I'll say private, and let's say dictionary. Okay. We are going to have string key, and then we are going to have actions, action delegate. Now for the first one, we are going to have action as post dto, action post dto. Okay. Here we say post changed actions with an empty collection. And then we can have a helper method here. We'll say public void. We'll say add post changed handler. Okay. And inside this, we are just going to get action of post DTO handler and string key, or just same thing. We can say it like this: string key as a first parameter and handler as a second parameter. In this, we will simply say underscore post change actions dot add this thing. Now this key might already be there. So let's do this. We'll say we'll normally update it. We'll override. If we already have the same key, the previous handler will get removed and new handler will get added. This is what we are going to do. And let's have this as single line. Save it. Now there can be n number of consumers of this and we are okay. We'll handle all. How we are going to handle this? Private. Let's make this read only. How we are going to handle it? We are here in post changed. We have this post. So here we will simply loop through all the actions handler in our post change actions, and we will provide post change actions. This is going to give us key value pair dictionary. So instead of having this handler like this, what we can do, we can simply say key and action. Actually, key and action. What we'll do, we'll simply call this action dot invoke, and we'll provide this post as a parameter. Okay, and we don't want, if there is any exception in one of the handler, it should not go to the other one. So we'll have try catch internally here. Right? This, now it's up to you what you are doing here. You can log it here, or you can do anything whatever you want with this. We should be good. Cool. So we are going to do same thing for all other. So we have these things. Make copies of this 1 2 3 4 5. We will have 5. All right. First is post change, then we have post deleted actions, action of GUID, post deleted actions, add post deleted handler, action of GUID. Second is ready. And what is the third one? Third, we have comment added to the post. Post change, post deleted, then we will have comment added. Comment added actions, action of comment DTO, add comment added handler, comment DTO, and we are going to use comment added actions of key to this handler. Save it. Next we have user photo changed and notification generate. Here we'll say user photo changed actions, user photo changed actions. Here we'll say user photo changed DTO, user photo changed DTO, user photo changed actions, add user photo changed handler. Last one is notification generated. Notification generated actions, notification DTO, same notification DTO here. Here we'll say add notification generated handler. Now we have all our handlers ready. Then we'll simply copy this for each and we are going to paste it in all these. Okay, let's start changing one by one. Post change action, it is going to be notification generated action. We'll provide notification DTO. This is user photo changed. We'll say underscore user photo changed actions and we'll provide user photo DTO. Comment added, underscore comment added actions. And here we'll provide this comment as a parameter. Then we have post deleted actions, and we'll provide this post ID here. Save everything, and with this we have ready everything. Now we'll have one more thing here inside this. What if user is not on that screen right now? That means, let's say when we move to the home page, we have all these things. We have post changed action, deleted action, user photo changed action, and notification generated action. One, two, three, four. Now, if user is not on the home screen, then there is no point of receiving these and calling these actions again and again, right? So for these cases, what I am going to do, I am going to have a cleanup method here. Public void will say remove handlers for a specific key. Okay, so we'll delete these handlers. We'll check from all these dictionaries basically. So we'll check the first one. Here we'll say if post change actions contains this key, we'll simply remove this. Same thing we are going to copy, paste 5 times. Okay, post change action, then we have post deleted actions. After that we have comment added actions. Then we have user photo changed actions. And at the last we have notification generated action. Save, and with this we are good. Now we can start using these things. Save everything. Cool. But before start using, we need this hub URL. Okay, so this should be the actual API base URL slash the hub URL we have defined. That was hubs slash social hub, right? API base URL, then hubs and social hub. This is coming from our API and program.cs. We have added this URL, this thing. Okay. Now because we are going to use it at two different places, let's move this to constants. Then shared project, I'm going to create a new class file. Let's say app constants, public static class app constants, and here we can have public const string hub URL. It is going to have both API and pattern. So let's do this. Let's call it hub pattern. This will be slash hubs slash social hub. And we are going to have public const string API base URL. This we have our dev tunnel URL. From our MAUI program.cs, we can check this thing. Move it here, have it here. Then we are going to have one more const public const string. We'll say hub full URL. We'll do this. So it is going to be API base URL plus hub pattern. Now we are going to use these things. First thing, in server program.cs, instead of hub social hub like this, we'll say app constants dot hub pattern. Here we just need this pattern. And in MAUI program.cs, we have this base API URL. Now we'll not use this thing. We will directly use our app constants dot API base URL. Save it. Then in our real-time update service here, we will have our app constants dot hub full URL. Now we are good. We have registered this real-time update service as singleton, right? That we already did. Add singleton, this thing. Now we can start using this. Close all tabs. First, let's go to the view models and home view model. Okay, inside this we are going to inject our real-time updates service. Real-time updates service. Real-time update service. Real-time update service. We are going to have this underscore real-time update service. Now here we are going to define our handlers. So here we say we'll create a method configure real-time updates, something like this. Let's define this method. I'm going to define it at the very end. You can define it anywhere. Private void configure real-time update. For this we'll say underscore real-time update service dot add post changed handler like this. We are going to have key. So for key I'm going to use the name of these view models directly. So home view model, then we have this handler, we'll get post DTU, then we can take action on this post DTU, right? Okay, so this is the post. We'll see if this post is there on the screen right now. That means is this a part of our posts observable collection right now? Here we'll say var, let's name it current post equals, we'll say posts dot first or default, we'll say p dot post id equals post dot id. Then we'll simply say if current post is not null, that means this post is there on the UI right now. We need to update this post. Okay, how can we update this? So when we say post update, either we updated content or we have updated the photo URL. These are the two things which we update in a post. We can say current post dot photo URL equals, we'll say post dot photo URL. Second thing is current post dot content equals post dot content. Let's quickly see if both of these things in our post model are observable, and both of these things are not observable. So now we will make these observable so that we are updating these from here, then these should get updated in the UI. Right now these are not going to be updated because these are not observable properties. So we'll convert this to observable. First thing, we will simply return remove get set. We'll make it lowercase and add underscore to this, and then we'll add observable property attribute. Same thing we'll do this the second one, photo URL, remove get set, and then observable property. Save it. Now we should be good. Save. These will be done once the source generator works basically. So real-time updates, add post change handler, this is fine. Next thing we are going to have real-time update service dot add post delete handler, name of home view model. Then here we are going to get post ID. Okay, and then we can have this thing. So first we'll check if we have this particular post on the UI right now. Let's have this thing. Here we'll say just post ID. This post ID is there. This post ID is there on the UI right now. We need to remove this post. How to remove it? We can simply say posts dot remove, and we can have this current post. When we are doing this, now let's say there were 10 posts on the screen. The start index was 10. Now we removed one of the posts. Now start index should get reduced to 9. From here we'll say start index minus minus, so that when new request goes There should not be any skipping element. All right. Now these things, these handlers, let's create these handlers in separate methods. Okay, so we'll say private void on post changed post DTO post, and we'll move this logic in that method, and then from here we can directly call that on post changed like this. Okay, same thing we'll do for post deleted. On post deleted, this name is up to you. This will have void post id, and we'll have this logic what we have in here, and we'll say add post delete handler. This is cleaner actually. On post deleted, save it. Okay, and what all we need on the home page: post updated, post deleted, and we need user photo changed and notification generated, right? Comment added to the post, we don't need that on home. We'll say private void on user photo changed. Okay, so user photo changed to you, you're going to have it. Then what we will do, we will loop through all the posts. We'll check what post was posted by this user, and then for that user we are going to modify the user photo URL. Okay, so let's do this. So for each var post in posts dot where p dot user id equals dto dot user id. Okay, now we have list. Then we'll say post dot photo url equals dto dot photo url. This, we are going to duplicate this home view model, and we'll say on post deleted, on post, sorry, on user photo changed, and the change delete, and this is going to be add user photo changed handler. And next thing we'll have our notification generated event. So we'll say private void on notification generated. Here we are going to have notification DTO, and here are we having something related to notification? No, right? Okay. So if you remember on UI on home page, we just show that indication that if there are any notification, it will show that black dot. If that is there is no notification, then we'll simply remove that. Right? We have one event to go to add post, and so we might be having that in the code behind. All right. So here what we'll do, we'll have one observable property private cool. Let's say is there new notification. We'll say observable property to this, save it, and inside this notification generated, we'll simply set is there new notification to true. So here we don't need to access this, we can just discard it. At the very end, we'll simply duplicate this, and we'll say add notification generated handler. Here we'll say on notification generated. With this we are good. Now before continuing, we need to use this is there notification on our uh, page. Pages, home page, where is that? Home page. And here for notification in title view, we have notification tab, this ellipse. So for this ellipse, we'll say is visible finding is there new notification. If this is true, then only this is going to be visible. Save it. I guess we have done a lot of things, right? Let's try to run this. So first I'm going to run API because we made changes in API as well. Then I'm going to run this UI, and I will try to run this in emulator and physical device both so that we can see the notifications. All right.